I have some bad news for Bayley fans. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that news is and why it's bad and where I think WWE is going with it. Because, look, you have to give WWE a lot of credit for the way that they've booked Bayley. She's actually done quite well in this role. And it's actually kind of a tweener-esque role where we have not seen Bayley as a babyface in legitimately several years. We got to go back to 2019. Right, 2019 is when her career took off in my eyes, right? People think, well, it's because of her NXT run, and then on the main roster as this lovable babyface, almost teenage-esque character and gimmick, and that is what her draw to the younger fan base, in which turned her into a big baby face in that regard. And yes, to a certain degree, that's what helped her really sustain her time in WWE, let her get reps in WWE with her promos and her character work and her in-ring ability. But I think in 2019, it was the pinpoint of her rise. She was able to, I love the angle where she essentially just had enough, right? She cut down the inflatable balloon things, right? As part of her entrance and everything like that. And then she really started to have an edge to her character. And that is when I think a lot of people took her seriously as, oh, this chick can not only go in the ring, but she's a heck of a character. She is able to morph these ideas. And so now we're talking about in recent years, she comes back from injury after being one of the biggest stars in the pandemic era, I would say, aside from Roman Reigns, with her character work and being able to adapt to that pandemic no fan style. Right? She comes back at SummerSlam 2022. She forms Damage Control. That leads us to this year. This year, 2024, is the year of Bayley, right? She wins the Women's Royal Rumble match. She defeats Io Sky, who turned on her. She had her own faction turn on her by turning her babyface, right? Like, it was actually kind of a perfect storm. They're still heels, but she had to beat Io. She had to win the women's championship. Io had the belt for a very long time. She had a very good reign, I thought. And since then, Bayley has been able to feud with the likes of Tiffany Stratton and now Nia Jax. And whether you like her or you don't, Nia Jax, she's always going to have a role in WWE, right? She is a naturally hated person, right? Even though in real life she comes off as somewhat nice, but kind of blunt at the same time. She's got a little of a riff to her. And if you look at where they're going, SummerSlam August 3rd, Nia Jax is getting another push. Now, earlier this year, she got a big push. She feuded with Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title, lost in Australia at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But now, Nia Jax, well, she was booked to win the Queen of the Ring tournament, opting a automatic, guaranteed Women's Championship match at SummerSlam against Bayley. This leads us to today's video. Here's the bad news. Bayley, her reign as Women's Champion is over. It's over. According to betting odds, because Bet Online, their lines are usually very, very accurate in terms of what to expect, what to predict when it comes to wrestling outcomes at PLEs, right? As it stands right now, the odds are out for this upcoming PLE, this upcoming match between Bayley and Nia Jax. And so here are the lines. Bayley is a plus 100 underdog, while Nia Jax is a minus 140 favorite. Okay? Now keep in mind the line opened flip-flopped. So it was initially Bayley opened at a minus 140 favorite. Jax was a plus 100 dog. So now Jax is expected to Jax is expected to win this said championship, right? I have a problem with this. I don't think it's time to take the title off of Bayley. I especially don't think it's time to put it on Nia Jax. However, because Bayley is a babyface, you can make the argument that babyfaces are best when they're chasing said championships, not holding it for a long period of time. I guess so. The other odds note that LA Knight is a minus 1,000 favorite to beat Logan Paul and win the United States Championship. I think that's the right call. Women's World title match, Liv Morgan is favored to retain her said championship at a minus 200 favorite. Rhea Ripley is a plus 150 dog. Undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes minus 3,000 over Solo Sikoa. No one expects that, but everyone's expecting Roman Reigns to return. Now, Gunther, Damian Priest, World Heavyweight title on the line. Initially, the line opened at Gunther being a minus 700 favorite, Priest being a plus 400. However, the line has moved in Gunther's favor. Gunther is now a minus 1,000 favorite against Priest at plus 550. So they heavily expect for there to be a title change. And I would agree with that. I think you have to go with that. I think that would be the right call to do that. But I also think, like, what are we doing when it comes to Bayley and the Nia Jax? Like, that I don't get. I really, really don't. Right? Like, what is the purpose other than just having her chase Jax, chase for said championship, right? Like, I don't know. I kind of got a problem with it, to be honest with you. I think they're just kind of making a major mistake, and it's actually unfortunate that's going to be the case, right? Like, we're going to have Nia Jax as a freaking champion? What are we doing? It does make you question this booking decision. Maybe they have plans that I'm not aware of, right? Like, and that's a lot of people, if you think about it. Like, we don't know everything that WWE is planning, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that probably shouldn't be a direction that we go. Nia Jax as a champion. Like, I understand you need a heel to be a champion every once in a while, so a babyface can win, and I guess you could do a babyface, but, like, I don't know. I question that move, but according to the other odds, I think it's a good move for LA Knight to finally get the strap. He has needed a strap for quite some time.
WrestleSTAR fam,
I think this show is the perfect
spot. A few
spot.
news and notes here. First of all, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Also, if you would like to further support the channel and my family, please consider dropping some money on a membership, subscribing to that. You'll get additional content. There's a bunch of awesome perks out there, including members-only videos, which I highly recommend you go and check out. Also, if you are looking for some sweet pro wrestling merch, down in the description below, I have a link with some 2 sweet promo codes, including free shipping. All that information down in the description below. Thank you so much for changing my life, my family's life, and supporting the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video.